Hey guys, thank you for tuning into my channel today. Today I have a Hit the Static album review for you, and this is going to be on Travis Scott's Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight. So Travis released this album back in September. I know I'm a little late in my review, but it's here now, so enjoy. As we know, he released his first album, Rodeo, back in September of last year, and actually I was looking at the release dates, and last year was September 4th, and this year I think it was September 3rd. So that's like exactly a year apart, so I wonder if he's gonna keep doing that, because that would be kind of interesting. One of Rodeo's most famous tracks was Antidote. Don't you open up that window.
Don't you lay out the antidote. Party on Sunday. Do it all again on Monday.
Anyways, Travis is a Houston rapper that is very well known for his Travis Scott sound, and that's that kind of auto-tuney sound. Obviously it's a little bit different than Kanye and other people that use auto-tune, T-Pain, but it has a very specific feel to it. Travis Scott has been featured in many songs, some of them being No Sense from Justin Bieber's Purpose album. Here's what I was talking about. So recognizable. As well as the song Tourist in DJ Khaled's Major Key album. One could argue that Travis Scott's sound is a little bit monotonous. It's very repetitive, but then again, when artists stick to a specific sound, people are drawn to that. I can use Party Next Door as an example because his last album, for me, when I heard the whole thing, yes, it was good, but for me it was a little bit monotonous. You know, everything kind of sounded the same. It was all the same sound. And with Travis Scott's Rodeo, I heard that a lot. But with this album, you heard a lot of differences. So let's talk about the album cover. According to Pitchfork, the album cover resembles a bird mixed with a fallen angel and a video game character. It's kind of all morphed into one. And the title of the album is Birds in the Trap Sing McKnight. So the album title is basically about his friends and how they grew up in Missouri City and how it was kind of like a social trap. And it doesn't mean, you know, that he lived in the projects or anything like that, but how they felt kind of trapped in being young and kind of limited with parents telling them what to do or just their life limiting them. And that's kind of what the whole album is about. So now I'm going to break it down by song. I know that last time in the Frank Ocean one I did that and some people had said they didn't want that, but I kind of shortened it a little bit, so here we go. Number 1. This song is called The End. This song features Andre 3000 and it kind of starts off with that Travis Scott sound that I was talking about, but he kind of turns down the auto-tune in this song. After the intro, you hear Travis a little bit more raw. This song kind of sets the tone to the track list, with it being about how he grew up and just real life situations. Track number 2 is called Way Back, and this one is featuring Kid Cudi, which is actually one of his idols. This song is about the rise to fame and how you shouldn't forget where you come from, and actually Kanye sampled in it from one of Jay-Z's songs called Rock Boys. The next song is called Coordinate. This one starts off by kind of addressing haters, and it's just a kind of like a spoken rap. Has a very catchy hook. The whole song kind of talks about drugs, which is not really strange for Travis Scott, like Antidote and other songs on this album. Although I read up some sources and it says that Travis Scott is actually not into drugs at all, so I don't know why he keeps on incorporating that into his lyrics. You know, yeah, it may be by popular demand, but no need to encourage, you know, I'm just saying. The next song is called Through the Late Night, and this one also has Kid Cudi. This is kind of like a spin-off of Day and Night, and this was just about, you know, going through the late night and partying and all of that, so. The next song is called Biebs in the Trap. Yes, I said it. Biebs in the Trap. Biebs, like Justin Bieber, I know. And it also is like Bees in the Trap by Nicki Minaj. Anyways, in this title, Biebs actually refers to cocaine, which is another drug. Apparently, rappers have used white people, typically girls, to reference cocaine. So in this case, Travis refers to Justin Bieber, Biebs in the Trap as cocaine. It's not like he has a bad relationship with Justin Bieber. He has done a lot of collaborations with Justin Bieber, and so Not really sure why that was a thing, but it was. The next song is, in my opinion, just the worst. It's actually an interlude. It's called SDP Interlude, and it's featuring Cassie. And Cassie's the one that sings, me and you, now, I've been waiting. Got a little carried away. Anyways, this song, SDP, it means smoke, drink, pop. Again, with the encouraging. But at the end of this song, he says, he's basically like reprimanding people, I think, that do this. He's like, I'm gonna tell your mama. So I guess that's a good thing. Track number 7 is called Sweet Sweet. He actually tweeted that this was his favorite song from the album. This song basically talks about his current love interest, or the love interest at the time where he wrote the song, is into the drug scene. So it's kind of like his experience with liking this person. The next song is called Outside, and this song is featuring 21 Savage. This one talks about how true friends are there more than just for the money, the fame, and all of that. Real friends go beyond that. Track number 9 is called Goosebumps, and this one is featuring Kendrick Lamar. I'm sure you've heard it already. It's on the radio. And this one is also about a lover. Track number 10 is called First Take, and this one is with Bryson Tiller. This is actually the first collaboration with Bryson Tiller that Travis Scott has done. And if you listen to this song, there's like certain parts where it's kind of, it seems like it's slightly offbeat. And I'm sure for many people, they're like, that's just how the song is, and it's just really good. But like for me, I don't know, it was really irritating to hear, and I would like forward it, and then I'd be like, okay, this is pretty good, and then I'd forward it, and then be like, there it is again. Like, I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but you know, it is what it is. And this one talks about the women that are whether in their life or not in their life, and like the women that they want or the women that are actually doing them dirty, which is kind of interesting because you would think that the rappers would be the ones that would be doing it dirty, but sometimes it's the opposite. Track number 11 is called Pick Up the Phone, and this one is featuring Young Thug. And this is another one that's very popular right now. So if you haven't heard it, which I'm sure you have, and this is talking about how even though they're actually committed to this one girl, she's not interested and she's not picking up the phone, which is funny since the track before was talking about how, you know, they either play the women or they get played by the women. This one's just like not interested at all. Track number 12 is called Lose, and this is also featuring Cassie. This one's also slightly offbeat in like the midway point, which again was a little irritating, but I don't know. I guess the songs on the album that feature Cassie, just not my favorite, honestly. Like, I like the whole album, but it's just not my favorite. That song is just about how he sticks with his crew, his day one people. The second to last track is called Guidance. And this one has kind of like a dancehall vibe, and I think that this one could be very popular depending on how people take to it. This one is about failed relationships, and so just the title, the message, and the beat automatically make it, for me, mainstream. But that's just my opinion. So the last song is called Wonderful, and this one is featuring The Weeknd. There's no doubt in my mind that you've heard this song, even if you didn't know what it was. And I'll play a little clip.
Oh my, what a wonderful time.
Just because, like I said, you know, if you like Travis Scott's sound, you're gonna love this album, obviously. There were some songs that were just kind of like, it didn't need to be in there, in my opinion. But for the most part, the tracks are really, really well done, well produced, well mixed. Travis actually talks about his journey with The Weeknd going into this song and just going into the album as a whole. And he actually finished this song on the St. Pablo tour in the bus. He mixed and mastered the song. So overall, I would give this album an A with some A+ songs. And he sounds really good. You know, he has very, very raw talent. And I think that he has big things coming for him. So now let's get to the hit the static part of the video. So obviously Wonderful is already on the radio, so that's number 1. The next one is Goosebumps with Kendrick Lamar, and that one is already playing on the radio as well. And then obviously the song with Young Thug, Pick Up the Phone. So those 3 are just definites because, I mean, since it took me a month to do this video, there's songs that were bound to already be out there, especially if the singles were out before the album release, like Wonderful. So the songs that I think will hit the static besides those 3 are The End, Way Back, Through the Late Night, and Guidance. friends, we have reached the end of the review. Let me know what your thoughts were on this video. Did you like the way I broke it down again? Did you not? What should I change? Are there any albums that you want me to review or listen to? Let me know. Okay, so just reverting back a little bit, I know that this time I didn't really go into the musicality of the album. I talked more about lyrics and the message, and I think that it's because I'm thinking about going into publishing, so that all has to do with songwriting. And so for some reason, I'm always trying to figure out what the lyrics mean, what, you know, the artists are trying to portray. That's kind of why I broke the songs down into that aspect. If you guys want to hear more about the musicality, you can let me know. I tried to include some things here and there, but I'm not into music theory. I mean, I know music theory. I studied music in college, but for the most part, I'm not an expert. So why talk about things that I'm not an expert in? You know what I mean? Not that I'm an expert in lyrics, but I am a songwriter, so I guess it gives me a little leeway. I just think that, you know, that's better for somebody else's channel, like maybe the Needle Drop, Annie Fantano, you know, shout out to him because he's really great, and he actually kind of inspired me to create my own channel. So yeah, I hope you guys like my content. If you don't, let me know why. Tell me what you want to see, and I'll try to accommodate as best as I can. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe because that's important. So yeah, because subscriptions. So share with your friends, like this if you want, and if you don't, then you suck. Just kidding. Yeah, I think that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh my gosh, I got my eyebrows done. Hey guys. Hey guys. Hi. Hi guys. Hey guys. As we know, he I don't remember what that album was called. Wow, okay. I wonder if I'm still recording.